potatoes or something like that. Number of different kinds of pie. They had pumpkin pie, apple pie, and then a cream pie, which I brought a piece home with me. Yeah, a piece of turkey for the cat, but I just didn't. I've done that before. She's finicky. You'll give her something, she won't eat it. I wonder if she would have eaten the turkey if I would have brought it home for her. She eats cheese. She seems to like cheese. But then there'll be another time I'll give her cheese and she'll look at it like, what is this? And she'll start to eat it and then she'll drop it. And it's like she doesn't really want it. She's playing with it. I don't know if it's certain cheeses she doesn't like or what, but then other times she'll eat it. That's the cat. But she loves her canned cat food. That's a treat for her. She really likes that. And I get that at Menards. I hope I got enough. I got a bunch of it. I got a bunch of that. Last time I went to Menards, I got a bunch of cat food for the cat.
You can still have that shared goal. Maybe that is building a recreation of the library in your town, or building, or you know, I've seen online a handheld Nintendo game that you can play. It's playing a Pokemon game on the screen that you can play while in Minecraft. So I think that those sorts of things are what draws people to different Minecraft servers, but then it becomes something more, something where you go to with your friends, something where you meet people, and it spills out into places like Discord, and those Discords that are, you know, built around maybe the builder, the influencer who controls that Minecraft server.
I was thinking they'd say grace. They didn't.
I've been playing games since I was a kid. I remember bonding with classmates through Pokemon, and a lot of those people I still talk to in school today. I also think of games like Splatoon 3 that I play today, where it's really a diverse community. While I mostly play by myself, that community aspect
I thought he was a Christian. I thought they'd say
and
grace.
in emails, I never thought I would play video games until I moved to Boston from Wisconsin last year.
Yeah, that's okay.
I found a way to stay in touch with my friends back in the Midwest by playing Animal Crossing. It helps make the distance better. Video games have also helped me stay in touch with my brothers who are avid gamers. Even though I'm not physically there, we now call each other and talk about the video games we play. The time has come to talk about Fortnite. It's free to play. This is online battle royale style game. It launched in 2017. It has an average of 239 million monthly players. James, help us understand. Put that number into perspective for us. How big is Fortnite?
Fortnite might be the biggest online game. I think it pretty
I brought
candidly is.
the
Roblox
fireworks
very
for a
close.
gift
But
for
Fortnite
New Year's.
has also powered Epic Games as a platform, as a publisher, and it's increasingly just a metaverse unto itself. There are concerts from actual singers and musicians that you can attend in Fortnite. There are film premieres and screenings in Fortnite, and at base, it's a derivation of the shooter games we're talking about, but there's so much more and so many ways to express yourself with the characters that you play as, be it Indiana Jones or one of the or another character, because there are just so many tie-ins with other media.
I mean, how much of the game is what the developers intended, and how much of it is where the players took it?
Well, it's not like Roblox where it's just a completely open platform where anyone theoretically could develop for it. So I think the developers are paying very close attention to what's working with their audience, and they'll bring in more of those elements, but it's not quite an open garden the way that some games are.
Jordan emails, I'm a mental health therapist and I use online and co-op gaming like Minecraft and Fortnite in my practice all the time. It is a fantastic way to build trust, regulate emotions, practice, and building skills. Like all things, there can be negatives which should be watched for, but the positives far outweigh the negatives. You know, it's interesting in hearing the comments that are coming in right now. I'm thinking about when, I'm about to date myself, when we got Pong, and my parents were like, don't play Pong too long, right? And there was always this concern about screen time, but the people who grew up with those earliest iterations of games are parents now. In some cases, grandparents. Rebecca, how do you think that shifted the way we interact with games?
I think people feel sort of automatically a little defensive of gaming because it does, it is sort of the newest mode of like broad category of entertainment. I mean, when TV showed up and everyone was freaked out that it was going to melt our children's brains, people were, maybe defensive of television as well, and now people are defensive of gaming in the same way. That said, there are also the people who have grown up with gaming. I'm an adult now as well. I grew up with gaming, and I got to be real about the things that I know are troublesome about it. There are very toxic people that you can run into in online communities, and there are, just like anything else, if you spend literally all day playing video games and doing nothing else, that's probably not going to be the greatest thing for your brain and your body. So, like anything else, there are things to be on the lookout for, and I think the adult generation that is now having kids and talking to them about gaming is maybe a little more informed about what the real dangers are, as opposed to sort of the hypothesized ones. And it is trying to strike this balance between sharing this thing that they love very much with their kids, while also making sure that they maybe don't accidentally get in some sort of trouble because of it.
Nicole, your thoughts?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think that games, like others have mentioned, are a really great tool, and it's really beneficial, I think, for parents who've grown up with gaming, to share games with their kids. It's a great way to have a bond and to teach lessons, to teach lessons about these social experiences, to teach lessons about like emotional regulation, about, success or dealing with loss. And those spaces are a relatively, if it's managed by a parent, it can be a safe space to explore those sorts of things, especially if the parent is experiencing this along with their child.
We got this email from Tom who says, my son and grandkids live in Australia. I'm in Virginia. All three generations play Minecraft together. We started during the pandemic when we couldn't go visit. We still keep it up, and we are so far away most of the time. I'm not so good, so I'm constantly needing to be rescued from zombies, lava, etc. The most often comment from my grandkids is, oh dear, it's a great way to connect. James, for parents who are listening with kids who are into online gaming, and what would you say to them about the potential toxicity and how to guide their children through this?
I think some of the games are too violent.
Well, that's really difficult. I am not a parent, but I do have
war games, and they're not that great.
And a lot of the online spaces can get really perilous. So I think it's important to sort of have just an eye on not only what games they're playing, but kind of the communities that are around them. If they are on Discord, what might be going on Discord, what sort of influencers are following, Twitch streamers, just like anything else in the social media age. The problem, as we've discussed, is that moderation can be really difficult with all these open platforms, especially when they splinter into increasingly smaller subcategories. But there are a lot of games that just cultivate a friendly atmosphere. I mean, Minecraft is one of them. It's a game about cooperation, collaboration, as we've been hearing. So a game like that is potentially less problematic than, Call of Duty has many good things, but I'm not sure it's where very young people should be staying.
Or Julie emails, I have a 12-year-old son who loves gaming. He plays a lot of Minecraft and Roblox. How can I try to keep him safe in these online communities? I don't really understand what he's doing, so it's hard to know where to start the conversation with him, other than limiting him to people he already knows in person or friends of friends. Rebecca, any guidance? It sounds like Julie just is looking for more information about how to talk to her son about this.
Yeah, I actually would recommend playing with him. or even playing yourself. Get to know these spaces. I mean, you say you don't understand them very well, and that's a really common situation with parents and children where they don't like. I don't play Roblox, and if I had kids who were playing Roblox, I wouldn't necessarily know quite how to handle that either. But I think the best thing you can do is inform yourself and spend time